heading home from work, and I'm on an electric skateboard right now, and it's raining and my board's getting wet. Okay, I'm nearly home. I'm just cruising on an electric skateboard, and yeah, the footpath is really slippery whenever I step on something wet. So I'm a bit scared now, and I'm also vlogging. Anyway, we're expecting heavy rains for the weekend, and now, like, expecting floods. Work stopped around 2 for most companies, but I stayed a bit late, and I'm gonna be, yeah. Okay, I'm home. So yeah, Saturday, it's cold, rainy, damp, wet, whatever. Yeah. And we're supposed to be flying drones and cherry picking today. Not cherry picking, but cherry picking. But we can't do it because there are heavy rains this weekend. So we're going somewhere else.
Hurry, motherfucker, hurry!
Okay. Better concentrate on the road. Even though I'm not driving, she's driving. Yeah. Had to leave Laura on childcare because no, I have to leave her in a dentist, and I'm taking a quick walk, exercise, you know. So yeah, December 2 is still rainy today, and yeah, it's gloomy. We're supposed to go to Bacchus Marsh, but this freaking weather came in. So I don't know what we'll plan, but later I'm so hungry I want to eat. Parking lot is too big. Best tools. Yeah, boy. Having breakfast here at Slices. This is the first resto that I've been to when I first came into Australia. Thank you to Oblong. There you go. Okay, we're heading towards Don's place, and it's starting to rain now. Car keys. I want more of that crushed avo.
I ate a lot.
Yes, she ate a lot of my crushed avo. I really love it. I really love it. Anyway, Don, I'll be there in your place in a few.
And then Book of Mormons.
Hello!
I'm going to tell you about a book about God. Yeah, pasiguro sila.
Bro, kamusta mo? Taga dito ka ba?
Hindi.
May iba yung hinahanap ko eh.
Quick stop at Papa Bear for some hopya.
Yeah, quick stop at Papa Bear for some hopya again. We're hoping there's ube hopya now. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Ube cakes.
And once again, we're right out of time in not money. But do watch our Facebook Extra there.
Yeah, we got ourselves cake, hopya, and what ube halaya, and a lot of things. And she was so sleepy earlier, Now that we have food, even though she's still very full, she's attacking it up.
I'm not attacking it. I'm just gonna get one.
She's awake now because there's food. And then when she's full, she's gonna go back to sleep. And I have to drive.
I am still full.
Yeah, she is still full. Anyway, I need to drive now because I want to eat also. Mongo! Hopya mongo. There's no ube mongo. She said ube mongo. Ube mongo. Ube hopya. It's not water. I can clean it up. Anyway, it's a drive now. And yeah, I just got back from also from Papa Bear. We got some mongo, hopya mongo, yeah, and then this cake. Check it out. Oh, yeah, we just got that cake. So it's an ube cake, and I'm eating it. So there's nothing much I can do today. Might as well share some tips on how I use Lightroom. Like, I don't use Photoshop that much when I upload photos. Instead of using Adobe Bridge, I use Lightroom to get my files from my camera, get my files from my SD card, and I make sure that I don't duplicate the files. So after eating this cake, I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, I'm going to show you today how I copy my files to Lightroom. Here's what I usually do. So this is an empty slate, empty Lightroom. What I do first is just like import the files. So you go to the main screen, which is there. Click import, and then you look for the file. As for now, I've made a dummy folder here where we will import all the files. So these are the files that I'm going to import now. So first things first, I try to import the files and click on this one here, which says don't import suspected duplicates. Anyway, all these files are just taken randomly. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in a certain folder where I put it here in my Lightroom folder. Click import, and yeah, there it goes. It imports the files. Let me just try to click on the directory. So as soon as it imports, I make sure that it says what date. It files them according to date. Here it is. So I'm waiting for it to import. So that I won't have any files doubled when I import, I always usually tick on the button which says don't import suspected duplicates. And yeah, it's still okay. So here it is. These are the files. These are the dates that they are taken. So I'm going to try to click import again. So the things that I make sure is that I click on these don't import suspected duplicates. That way it's not going to double the file. Well, I'm going to go to that folder again. Place the folder somewhere here, untitled folder. And then at the bottom here, I make sure that I organize by date and the date format here. That way, once I copy all the files, they don't go anywhere. I know them according to date, and I would know when I took those photos. So as soon as you click on don't import suspected duplicates, it's gonna try to check if these files are already copied to the catalog. So for this case, I've copied them, so they're grayed out. No new photos. But if I untick this one here, I would see all the photos there. So yeah, just to make sure I don't have double files when I try to copy all my Lightroom photos, videos, and everything else, I do it here. So the good thing about this is you don't have any files, unnecessary files copied. You copy them. If you haven't copied them, you just omit them. If I click on this, it just omits everything that's been copied earlier. Also, with this interface, I can see the dates here. I can rename this, and like I can see some headphones. So like headphones. So they're cataloged in my computer according to what's in it, what date it is, what it's about. If it's a wedding, it's a wedding, and also I can put them on certain folders. Like for example, if I want to move this photo somewhere, like I could create a new folder, say headphone, and then I can tick this one here which says include selected photos. So I can create a folder here, create one, and it's going to bring that photo that I highlighted to that folder. So you can move your files everywhere. You can just transfer them. You can just do anything. Like I do my file handling here on Lightroom. I know it's kind of scary if the app would crash, but the thing is I would know where I place the photos, and every time I open to work on it, I can see the dates, I can see what's in it, everything's there. So yeah, and the important thing is once I copy them to my computer, I made sure that they're not duplicated. Of course, I'll make one on my raw files. I put a backup files, but if you want to import also, if you want to duplicate the file, you can select it here, make a second copy. Let me just get off that. Go back to that folder because you can see my face. It's annoying. Yeah, you can see this one here. Make a second copy. So you can put it anywhere you want. At this point here, I put in work, raw, everything else. So yeah, you can play with it. Just quick tip. Cool. Yeah, so that's it. That's how I organize my files, especially when I'm shooting a wedding or shooting a gig. I just chuck them all to Lightroom, and then yeah, make sure they're not duplicated, because the last time before that, I tried to copy them one by one in one folder and put them there. Whenever I do that, I make multiple copies and end up with a lot of files, a lot of wasted space. So that's how I do it. You get used to it. I'm very comfortable using it instead of using the normal computer copying everything else. So I'm confident with that one. I had times wherein it just messed up, but that's because of it was an external hard drive I was transferring it to. But most of the times it works for me. Also, I can do my edits there, and just go with the flow. That's how I do my same day edits. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll try to post more videos like these as soon as I get it figured out, because I'm very new to this screen recording thingy. Yeah, it's around 1 a.m. I need to go to sleep, but I need to edit. Coffee. See you tomorrow, or see you next week. See you in the next video.